Look what I got here. See that? This is something that you might want. You might need these, and that's why I'm making this video. Let's see. Actually, you know what? Let's wait. Hold on a second. If we've never met, welcome to Hey Worship Leader. My name is Jimmy Cooper, and I hate being tangled up in cables. It's the worst part of my job, and it's been a problem for me all my life. I mean, I've worked construction with my dad for years, and he used to joke that I should have been a cowboy because I would lasso any cable, any wire that's around, getting tangled up in all kinds of things. It's always been a problem, and when I'm leading worship, it's no different. Having all those cables, I usually have two cables at least. My in-ear cable hanging down if I don't have a wireless pack, then my guitar cable. And if you're like me and you like to dance around, move a little bit when you're leading worship, I'm all the time like trying to focus on the words and I'm like kicking off cables. It's not a good thing. So I try to go wireless any chance I get. Now, let me know down in the comments, do you go wireless? Are you in the market? Are you looking for a wireless system? If you already have one, what do you use? Let me know, I'd love to hear from you. Now, if you've watched my rig rundown video, you may remember that I use the Shure GLXD16 wireless guitar system. I don't know why those letters are always hard to say. Anyways, that thing works great, but it is a little expensive, and more on that in a moment. So when NUX sent me this, these are the B-5RC wireless guitar system. When they sent me these, I was wondering, could they stand up to the Shure? Are they that good? Are they any good? I was excited to find out, and I've been using them for a few weeks, and so I'm happy to report to you that I do love them. But now I will say real quick, listen, this is not a sponsored video, but NUX was kind enough to send me these for free to do a, what's it called? Unbiased review. So that's what this is. They also sent me some other things that I will show you in the very near future. So make sure you're subscribed if you're not already so you don't miss out on those new videos. So I thought the best way to make this video would be just to make a quick pros and cons list. And the first pro is this battery charging case. I mean, look at this thing. This is beautiful. It's got a button here so you can see, where's the button? Right here. It shows you how much they've been charged. These are fully charged. They sit in there. It's actually charging them now. It charges them in the case. It comes with this USB cable on this end and two of these type, I don't know what that's called. They're like phone chargers for Androids, maybe? Like tablet? I don't know. Anyways, it comes with two of those. One for charging the case if you want, which says it lasts up to 15 hours. This does, the battery pack, and you can charge the little units inside, which we'll look at those a little more in a second. You can charge those up to 3 times with the battery pack itself. And you can play up to 4 straight hours on the battery inside the unit themselves, which is pretty cool. So once you go on a full charge, you're set for a while. I actually charged it once and I noticed it got down to like 3 of the dots, so I went ahead and charged it again so they wouldn't die. But once I read the specs, I was like, I didn't even need to recharge it like that. So I think I'm gonna use them until they die and see how long it actually takes for me to use them. If you lose the case, like I said, it comes with a split in, so you can charge both the receiver and the transmitter by themselves. So battery life and that charging case is definitely a pro. The second pro is its low profile shape. I mean, look, this thing is small. And when you stick it in the guitar like this, you can just fold it down. So it's like barely noticeable. It stays out of the way so you don't break it. It spins freely. If you need it to, you can fold it that way. If you had the Strat style where your input is in the front of your guitar, they have pictures on the website where it's like, it folds in really nicely. I mean, even the charging case is pretty small. Like you could slip this in your pocket. Let's see here. If you wanted to, you could slip this in your pocket. It'd be a little bulky, but you could do it. You could do that. My other wireless guitar system, that Shure GL, you know, it's a lot bigger. It has a like a wall wart to charge the device itself. It has to be plugged in. It has a separate wall wart, so it's got like 2 wall warts with 2 different cables. It's got the pack and it's got a cable on it, and it also has the receiver that is about this big, which is awesome because it also functions as a tuner. And that system's great. I'm not bashing that system at all, but if you're looking for like quick, ease of use, stick it in your pocket and go, this definitely wins. And I'll also say with that Shure system, every single Sunday, I find a way to like bang the transmitter that is hanging on the strap. See, these go directly into the guitar. They don't move, but the Shure system clips on your guitar strap. And so every time I'm like taking my guitar off and setting it down, usually during a prayer, that pack finds a way to like slam into like my acoustic guitar and it's super loud. Usually, like I said, during a prayer, a very quiet moment, and I'm always like, Why is that so loud? Anyways, like I said, these are small. They go directly into the guitar and there's no dangling. Pro. The third pro, I think we're on number 3, is the price. These things are only $149 on the website, brand new. I even just saw some on Reverb for $139. So you can get these pretty inexpensive, and compared, just so you know, that Shure system is $449. So these are exactly 1/3 of the price. And the reason that might be important is because if you're a worship leader like me and you're considering getting multiple wireless units, you can get 3 of these units for the price of the Shure. So this is definitely more budget friendly. Or you might just be an individual and you want more than one wireless set. Maybe you got 2 guitars. Maybe you want to do something creative with it, which is something I did the other day, and use it for your in-ears. I know it's kind of silly, but I kind of did this like do-it-yourself in-ear system just to see if you could do it. You know, if you're familiar with wireless in-ear systems, those things aren't cheap either. And so I wondered, man, for 150 bucks and some other gear that I already had, could I make a like makeshift wireless system? And I did. So I used this along with the Behringer P2, which accepts a 1/4 inch. Plugged it into the bottom, hooked it up, put the other one into my Behringer P16, sending me the wireless signal, and sure enough, the in-ear worked. Now, it wasn't all that great. The P2 is like this long with this in it. It was, you know, like this big long thing, and it was kind of dangling. It wasn't the best, but if you were in a pinch or if you didn't have any money, you could use a P2, which is like 75 bucks. These 150, and still come out way cheaper than like most decent wireless systems. All right, so the last thing I'll say about the pros of these is the ease of connectivity. These NUX, and let me just say, it's called NUX effects. You know, I've seen some other videos where people are saying NUX, N-U-X, and that's what it looks like. It's like N-U, there's like a little triangle and it's an X. It means NUX, and if you go to the website, it says N-U-X-E-F-X, NUX. It's NUX. You hold down these little buttons. Let's see how long it takes. Boom, connected. It went orange for a second, it flashed, and now they're connected. These things also have a really good range. On the website it says they can go like 30 meters or 100 feet with like in-sight range. I wanted to do a test today, but it's actually raining, where I was gonna hook this up to my Stomp and then like play my guitar and just walk down the street and see how far I could go, but that didn't work out for today. Maybe I can do that in another video. But I will say, when I was playing with my little makeshift in-ear system, I had one of them, the receiver, way on the stage, and the transmitter was on my pack, way back at the sound booth at a pretty large worship center, and I could hear it all the way around, no problem. It also didn't interfere with any of the other wireless stuff that I had on at the same time, like my wireless mic and my other wireless in-ear pack that I use on a regular basis. I use the, what is it, the Audio Galaxy AnySpot 1400. I think I got some footage of that. I'll put it up now, but that's the in-ear system I use. It works pretty well. I use them at the same time. I was wearing them both, so they were very close to each other, and they didn't interfere with each other at all. Okay, now for a couple cons. The build quality of these versus like the Shure. The Shure, the transmitter and both the receiver are like solid metal. Like you could put them both on the floor. One's a Stomp box anyways. You could put them both on the floor, step on them, no problem. Not sure about these. These are definitely plastic. They're plastic. When I'm using them, and maybe because they're brand new, but when I'm using them, I'm always conscious that I don't want to like snap these things off or like set the guitar down. You know, something could happen to them. One of them goes into a direct box. I want to make sure I don't step on the direct box. And so I am pretty conscious that I want to take care of these things. They feel like they're really good build quality. This pivoting mechanism here is really solid. It just is made out of plastic, like I said. The second thing, and this is one of the biggest things I had to get used to, is I said, did I even say it earlier? I don't even think I said it. I was planning to tell you. It has an auto sleep mode, which is great for saving battery life. I meant to mention that during the battery life pro point, but since it has that auto sleep mode, after 10 minutes of no playing, it'll just shut off to save the battery, which is great, but I didn't know about that the first time I played. And so I got done with like our run through, set my guitar down, was talking, got some water, went to the bathroom, whatever, get back on stage, the first set begins and my guitar won't work. I look down and the light is off, and I could reach down on the guitar and turn this one on, but I looked back. Well, I didn't have to look back, I kind of knew. The one at the direct box wasn't on. And so I'd have to like turn around and hold it for a second to turn it back on, and I couldn't do that once the worship set had already started. So I actually didn't have guitar for the first worship set last week. Not a great thing. But once I learned that, now it's not that big a deal. I just bend down before I pick up my guitar. I hold that thing for a second, it turns on, good to go. So just know that going into it. I wish there was a way, and the people I've discussed this with, there should be a way to like do an upgrade or an update, firmware update, if that's a thing with these, where you can like, it'd be good to be able to just play and it recognize input and come on. They definitely don't do that. So if they're watching this video, if y'all could update that, that would be amazing. But like I say, for the price point, these things are amazing. So what do you think? Is this something you would buy? Are you in the market? If you are looking to buy either like a set like this, or even the Shure that I have, I love that thing too. If you're gonna set up and you want something that's durable and not hanging off your guitar like this little doohickey is, either one, let me know which one you either have or are looking to buy. If you are in the market to buy something, I would ask that you use the links down in the description. Those are affiliate links, and I would get a small commission. No extra charge to you. I would thank you so much for that. It would mean that I would be able to continue making videos just like this to help other worship leaders. So I'd really appreciate it. If you did like this video, please hit the like button. Make sure you're subscribed, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.